Hi, welcome to Teen Tarot. We have something a little bit different today. I've been getting lots of requests from one or two, but specifically one specific viewer to do more crystal readings. So that's what we're doing today. You guys ask, I will deliver. Like I said, I'm a more tarot / oracle card based channel, but I'm happy to discuss crystals, witchcraft, other things of that nature. If it's something that's not really in my wheelhouse, I will let you know, or if I'm not comfortable or confident talking on that subject, I'll let you know. However, if you ask me for something and I have enough knowledge or can develop that a little bit more to translate it on here to you guys, I will happily do so. I do know a fair bit about crystals, so I'll happily talk about crystals for you guys. I have already discussed rose quartz. I thought the next best crystal would be clear quartz, which is what we have here today for you. This is my biggest piece. You've seen it probably a few times on many different videos. It can also come in clusters. This one's, well, it's pointed actually. It's really quite useful for certain things I'll get into in a minute. And this is more, these are more clustered ones. As you can see, they range from completely clear, like this one, to more like a milky white clear colour. And see the top of this is more clear, and it goes sort of like more of a milky colour. This one is more of a milky white. So as you can see, they range in sizes, shapes, clusters, colours, but they're generally white, clear, milky, sort of milky white, clear, off-white sort of colour. This is their general appearance. You can also get them in more like a tumblestone look, so they can be more polished looking. But I don't have any like that. I do like the more raw looking crystals like this. I do have a few polished ones, as I'm sure you've seen also, but I do like the more rougher looking, natural looking crystals. That's just my preference. So I'll talk a little bit about the crystal itself, and then we'll go into a bit more of the look and the uses. So clear quartz is, another name for it is the Master Healer. It's really useful, versatile crystal. I think the translation of Greek in Greek literally means like ice or clear water or something along those lines. Because people used to think it was like clear frozen water from the gods or something like that, but it is very useful. It does sort of look like ice a little bit, doesn't it? But yeah, it's called the Master Healer because it pretty much, you can sort of program it to use it for pretty much anything. So when I say programming a crystal, I don't mean like programming your phone or a laptop. It means literally just sitting with it and putting your intention onto that crystal or that stone or anything really. So when I say program something, it could be like a necklace, a stone, anything. You're sitting and you're putting your intention into that thing. So you'd sit with the thing, you could hold it, put your hands over it like so. You could hold it like so. Or have it like in front of you and visualizing your intention going into the object. But basically you can program any object. Crystals are specifically useful for this. You sit and you think about the intention you want to give it. So say it was clear quartz and you kept getting headaches, so you'd program it to help you with healing. So you'd sit and give the quartz the intention of healing. You think about it healing you. You'd imagine yourself getting better while using this crystal, these stones, carrying them with you, using them however you intend to use them, and you'd put that intention onto these stones. That's how you'd program something, or specifically these crystals. So they're called a Master Healer because you can program them, like I said, pretty much for anything in any way very easily. I really like them because I think they're very versatile. So if you're on a budget and you can't afford lots of other fancy crystals, like I say, you can program them for anything really. they're one of my favourites. I don't know why, I'm just very drawn to them. They're specifically good for your crown chakra, so that's your head. So you have a third eye chakra, that would be like in between your eyebrows, around your forehead. Your crown chakra is higher than that, and I literally think we had the crown, like where a crown would sit if you was royalty. Your crown chakra, these crystals are specifically good for that chakra. Any white or sort of purplyish crystal would be good for that. So amethyst would be good, or you wanted to pair them and work with them together. Amethyst and clear quartz would be a good combination for that. So yes, it correlates to the crown chakra. But like I said, you wanted to do a lot of chakra work, but you're new to it or you're on a budget, clear quartz is your best bet. It's so good to use, and it's a very gentle energy. So some crystals will come and slap you upside the head with energy. It's the best way I can put it. You can feel that crystal and its energy, and it can be quite tough to work with sometimes if you're not used to it. It will show you who's boss. Certain crystals, like I specifically struggle to work with amber. It really hits me upside the head with its energy and makes me see things. It's not for me pleasant to work with, although I think it brings out the shadowing things for me that clearly does need working on, but it slaps me upside the head. Whereas if I wanted to do it in a more gentle way, I could use clear quartz. I could use many other stones for many other reasons, but like I said, I could always use clear quartz in placement of that, or if you're into more witchy things. Again, you needed a replacement for, say, I don't know, jasper or any crystal. Clear quartz is your best bet to replace any other crystal. It's linked to like the ethereal realm, like the crown chakra, so any sort of, it'd be good to meditate with if you say you wanted to meet a spirit guide or work with angels or guardian angels, that kind of thing. It's a really lovely, peaceful, calm, sort of tranquil energy to have around. So I have it throughout my house, as well as smoky quartz. That's very good for grounding and protection as well. But the quartzes, like the quartz family, are my favourites, as I'm sure you've cottoned onto pretty quickly if you watch this channel. But yeah, you can have it around your house. You can have it sat in like a plant pot. Obviously be aware of children and pets if you're doing this. You can have it as decoration on your shelves, in your bedroom, under your pillows, around anything. Also, quartz is usually safe to have around or in water, so if you wanted a piece in your bathroom, that would probably be safe. That brings me on to actually the next point I have about clearing your crystals. I'll say this in every video just so everyone knows. You have to clear the energy of your crystals. It's good to do every few months, but especially when you buy it, because you don't know who's handled it before you. A good way to clear the energy of any crystal is, the safest way for all around any crystal is smoke, just your intention, so you could hold it and imagine like a clear white light just clearing the energy. Yeah, smoke, rice, or even brown rice, just leave it in that overnight. Moonlight, again, certain lights you have to be careful with certain crystals, but I think moonlight is safe for this. I'd be careful in sunlight just because it's reflective. You don't want to start a fire. Palo Santo, sage, like I said, any smoke, any incense, your intention. Clear quartz is usually safe with water or even a stream. Be careful not to drop your crystals, guys, if you do this. Keep hold of them. But running natural water is a good one. Tap water at a pinch. Moon water is very good. So there's many ways. There's just a few off the top of my head. Another one I mentioned about the points. So I think these two are the best to illustrate my point. Pun not intended. So you have this, you can see here, it has a point to it. This one here has a point on the end. So if you wanted to do crystal work or even a crystal grid and like direct energy, crystals with points are best to do that, because it's sort of like, you can imagine a wand, so you can direct the energy around. Or if you were to do a crystal grid and you wanted the energy to move a certain way or flow in a certain direction, you point the points where you wanted it. So say you wanted to have the energy pointing outwards, like radiating from the crystal grid, you'd point the points outwards, kind of thing. Also very useful for crystals if you're on a budget. Mirrors are very, very useful. Mirrors amplify things. So say you wanted to do more crystal work and you wanted a bigger piece, you couldn't afford a piece that big, or you needed a few pieces this big, or you only had a few pieces of this size and you wanted to do, you could make a crystal grid but you wanted a bit more juice, as it were. If you have a mirror on, if the mirror is big enough, you could even do a crystal grid on a mirror, or have the mirror so that it's facing the crystal grid or you're working, or even have the mirror or mirrors as part of your crystal grid. I'm using crystal grid as an example, but any sort of working you're doing, like it, even if you wanted to wear your crystal as a part of a jewelry to, I don't know, say protection for whatever reason, if you incorporated mirror into that jewelry or had a reflective part of the jewelry, like a reflective part of your jewelry with the quartz that's in it, it would be very helpful. It just amplifies and magnifies any work mirrors. So that would be another tip I have here for you. I hope I've not rambled on too much. Like I said, I could talk about quartz forever and the quartz family forever. That's just my quick bit of knowledge I can impart on this video for you today. If you would like a more in-depth one, I can. This is just sort of an introduction to clear quartz, as it were, and a little bit of crystal care. Sorry, I couldn't get my words out then. A little bit of crystal care. If you want to know more about clear quartz or any other crystal or more in-depth videos, I will happily do them. If you do want me to do more like a set of videos on crystals, I'll probably start off with the whole quartz family and work my way from there. However, if you have a favourite crystal you'd like me to talk about, I'll try and fit that in as well. If you have any suggestions for readings you would like me to do, get in touch. If you'd like a personal reading, leave a comment, or I'm on Instagram and Facebook at TNTarot11, I believe. I need to get better at checking my social media. Sorry guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you're doing well. Have a great day and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.